Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jim and you're watching Mac TV. Alright, so in this video I'm going to be going over stabilizers, two stabilizers in specific, the EVO Gimbal Shift and the Osmo Mobile by DJI. I was searching on YouTube for a comparison or a verse video of these two gimbals and I just couldn't come across it, so I'm kind of doing myself the favor and hopefully you guys a favor of showing you a comparison of these two gimbals side by side and what I think are the pros and cons of each. So let's dive into it right now. So here we have the EVO Gimbal Shift. Comes in black. 3-axis smartphone stabilizer. And right next to it we have the Osmo Mobile.
Alright, so we're just going to open this up real quick. We're looking at the EVO Shift. This is what it looks like in the packaging. Just looking at the button configuration here. It has a record button, has a joystick, zoom button. And on the bottom, it has a little slot hole for like a stand. It's pretty cool. USB port right there. And that looks good. And the DJI comes in a case that is with like a pouch almost. We're just gonna open it up here real quick. And this is what it looks like out of the bag. It has the joystick, as the record button and the mode button, and on and off switch on the side. And this is just the bottom where the battery goes inside.
So right now we have the DJI Osmo Mobile, and so I'm just going to do a little test walk with it just to see how stable it is. As I'm moving right now, it's doing a pretty good job of keeping stable. There's a trigger on the front of it that if I hold it down and move my wrist around and move myself out of frame, it will stay where it is locked with the trigger pulled. So let's just do a little test walk right now. I'm gonna turn and I'll just walk back. And one more time. Alright, and right now we are using the EVO Shift. It's a little bit different. I'll take a walk with it real quick. Here we go. Alright, so between the two gimbals, the EVO Shift has a little bit more capabilities. This is going to be a quicker review on this, but some of the pros and cons of this specific gimbal is that it is a 3-axis gimbal, so it has a bunch of movement options for wherever you want to move your wrist and position the camera. It also can go into like a portrait mode, and then if you double click on the mode button here, it actually can go, while you're recording with your back facing camera, it can turn around and film yourself, so you can vlog this way. And then double click, triple click again, and it's back around to the scenery. Pretty cool. You don't get that option with the DJI, so that's one of the cons about the DJI Osmo Mobile, is that it doesn't rotate all the way around. as you can tell right now, it's not fully all the way around. So that's one of the cons about the Osmo Mobile. I believe that the Osmo Mobile is more stable than the EVO Shift. I just think that this is more for kind of day-to-day action shots and running with it and stuff like that. So there's gonna be shake regardless of you moving. You're moving along with your subject. It's definitely going to there's gonna be shake regardless, but I think it's more meant for stabilizing with those kinds of movements. Not as much as a smooth, slow pan. It does have the slow pan option in the app, but I think that the Osmo Mobile has it pretty much covered with the slow movement, the slow pans. So day-to-day vlogging, I like to use the EVO Shift because I get to turn that thing around, triple click on the EVO Shift, turn it around, vlog, and if I want to show something else, triple click again, and it goes to the front real quick, real nice and easy. Another con that I have about the EVO Shift is its mode, free flow mode, or whatever you want to call it, where it has no locking point on anything. It's free flow. It's a little bit harder to control than the Osmo Mobile. The Osmo Mobile has a nice, like, it's just the way that you use it. You feel it out, and it just feels a lot smoother in free flow mode. It's basically always in free flow mode when you turn it on. So that's what's cool about that. But I think it's just it's a lot smoother than the EVO Shift in my opinion. The pros about the EVO Shift though is that it has a USB port on the back. You can charge your phone through the bottom of the Shift, so that's pretty cool. Another pro is that it has multiple options. So the con about the Osmo Mobile is that its battery life is like 4 hours. Now I haven't used up a full battery life of the Osmo Mobile or the Shift per se, but those are the specs that I see online and that I've looked at, and it also has this weird charging cable. So it's one cord, and you get this weird looking headphone jack thing, but this is a charging cord. So you plug it into what looks like a headphone jack, which is really strange because, like, if someone picked this up and then was like, oh, this is for headphones, and pops headphones in there, you're probably gonna fry the thing. I don't know, haven't tried it, don't want to. It's not a big letdown, but it's just a strange charging cable. Another con about the Osmo Mobile is that I looked up something on this because I was having a problem with it when I was out filming. Osmo Mobile would just go limp, go dead, and it just kind of fall down, then kind of like recorrect itself and fall down again and recorrect itself. The thing about now, this is not for all of the phones that you can use with it, but I think it's just with like the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus with that glossy shiny back. The Osmo Mobile has a sensor that senses the device. That sensor is going to pick up, and it's going to know that, okay, something's on the stabilizer. If the sensor can't pick up the phone because there's a glare, it'll go limp, and then it'll come back, and then it'll go limp again. I ended up putting like a little piece of tape or piece of paper or something and taping it to the part of the phone where it goes over the sensor on the phone so it can pick up something that's not shiny, and it seemed to work out pretty well when I placed a piece of paper or tape over that part of the phone. You know, when you're filming something and trying to catch footage of something very important, and it just goes completely dead for a second, and you have to throw away that footage or redo the shot completely because of a sensor issue. Now, you don't have that sensor issue on the EVO Shift. Another con about the Osmo Mobile is that it's a little bit more expensive than the EVO Shift. EVO Shift was about $179, and the Osmo Mobile was, I think, about $249. So it's like $100 more for this guy, for the Osmo, than the EVO. You get more versatility with the EVO Shift, but the stabilization on it is, in my opinion, is a little bit weaker than the Osmo Mobile. You know, like if you have one or the other, or maybe you have both like myself, and you think differently, leave a comment in the comment section below. Let other people get some information and talk about it, because I think this is like the only video that's out there between the two stabilizers. So probably do another review on the two later on, once I get a better feel for both of them. Again, recently I've been using the Shift more than the Osmo Mobile for vlogging, and then for the cinematic and other footage that I'm trying to get, I'm using the Osmo Mobile. Another pro about the EVO Shift is that it comes in that nice hard shell case. For what, like $100 more, you get less capability, you know, less options with the DJI, and it comes in this flimsy case. There's a couple pockets in here, which is kind of cool, you know, to stow the cords and such. It's a lightly padded bag, barely any padding whatsoever. $100 extra gimbal is getting, you know, could possibly get knocked around and dropped in the bag or whatnot, you know, whereas with the EVO you can kind of toss this in the car real quick and, you know, go. It's not like super padded, but it's in a mold. Parts aren't going to be moving around and breaking on you. So I know this video was a little bit more about the specs of the two gimbals. I will have another video later on with actually using the gimbal a little bit, both gimbals a little bit more, so you can see how stable each one is. It's dark outside right now, so you won't get a lot of light and really clear footage of anything really at this point in time. So I'll do another video later on. But yeah, this is like the specs of both the DJI and the EVO. That way, right? This way. The EVO Shift. Thanks for watching. If you have any other questions about these two gimbals, let me know in the comment section down below, and like and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.